Welcome back to Do It in League. It's been a little while, but we're here with ESEA Main Season 37 playoffs. We got Davenport University versus Rendezvous today. I wish I was playing in main playoffs, but guess who also didn't qualify with me? My co-caster here, Ploki. What's going on?
Yeah, you didn't have to do me like
had to,
that.
had to happen. Oh, we have a pause.
Yeah, we
Sick.
have a pause right off the bat.
Oh, come on, man. Well, we have time to set up for pistol then. So, Slow-mo getting his armor. I guess nobody's really bought yet.
Yeah, I guess while this pause is up, we could talk about it. We have Davenport versus Rendezvous going on here. 18th seed for Davenport and Rendezvous 15th seed. Both teams going 11-5 in the regular season. So pretty even matchup for the game today. First map is picked by Rendezvous Vertigo. Going into after that will be Inferno, which will be Davenport's pick. And if we do go to a third map, it's going to be Overpass. So we have quite a dynamic series going to the night.
Yeah. It's gonna be I don't know if like Vertigo is super tactical or puggy, but I mean Inferno is kind of the same where like it's possible to hold W a little bit, but there are a lot of tactics because like it is a highly played map. Like there's so many things that have been developed on that map that people kind of just know how to play it these days. And then Overpass is pretty tactical. It'll be like it's not like we're playing a nuke into a Dust 2, but we'll have a good variety of stuff. I'm hoping to see a 3 map series though.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking into this game, we have Rendezvous only played this map twice in the regular season, but both win.
I think
Both
DU's
times
played a
they
lot of
won.
Overpass.
Both times, Rendezvous
Check
won
this out.
19-16, and then 16-6. So they're looking very confident going into this one. Meanwhile, Davenport's only played it once, and they lost 16-9. So this might have been a straight counter pick, or maybe Rendezvous really looking just to play their strong suits. But right away, they're looking to the favors going into that. Then on Inferno's a map that like every team plays to a
Yeah.
degree. So like no matter how good you are in Inferno, it's still like
Oh
super
boy.
hit or miss about what can happen.
Yeah, lots of, okay, so for Overpass, we have 2 losses, and then the last game they played was a win for Rendezvous. So they've played it 3 times, but DU has played it 4 times. They've won it 3 times. Their last loss was in 1917 overtime. They did win a 22-20 though against Shoddy. Very interesting. So
Yeah,
both these teams have played that decider a bunch.
very contesting series, but just how it looks on paper, Davenport, if they take, it seems like Rendezvous kind of needs this first map in a way to just secure what can happen on the following two, because both teams look solid on the other two. So this is going to be a really good map for either team to pick up right away. Going to the next 2 maps are going to be like super,
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to say puggy, but really, really contest one
Yeah.
another.
Vertigo looks like possibly a bit of a punish pick, to be honest, from Rendezvous, because there's only one like pretty convincing loss for Davenport on their season. Meanwhile, Rendezvous has won it twice, so they probably have a bit more experience on it. Of course, scrims before playoffs, they had some time to prep for their opponent, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're live with the pistol here, so we have 3 sets of armor. Bebo, I don't know if he forgot to buy or if he's doing the shocks thing where he's not buying anything on pistol because it's not worth it and you just get your head taken off by a Glock sometimes, but we do have 2 util sets on the T side, which is kind of cool to see. They're doing a bit of a mid strat, so we have 2 going out. Looking like they might want to split B here. Yeah, Livid with bomb towards ramp. That's Bebo on site, trying to get 2, absolutely does. And now it looks a bit disjointed as the bomb's finally coming up ramp into the 5-on-3. Pug gets 1 more to put it into a 5-on-2. It's looking super desperate here as Livid goes down. That's the bomb dropped, and now Pacifist has to get 4 kills. Bring this one back.
Right off the bat, Davenport showing no mercy at all. Bebo actually getting 3 so far on the round, but Pacifist still has a chance into this. He does have no armor, but Davenport is not going to give him anything. Slow Mojo is just toying with this food right now. And I don't think he's going to have any way into this. Yep, that's going to be a great pistol out of Davenport. They didn't really have to react too much off that. They had a pretty good step to start it off, especially Bebo getting 3 with no armor on that B site.
Yeah.
That is, like you said, the shocks buy kind of worked out for him, and he's not allowed on money. Now, he does drop most of it going straight into this round, curiously. So wondering if he actually did just not buy armor.
I'm wondering if he didn't buy because of the
Yeah.
pause, but yeah. Anyway, we're going into a little anti-eke. So, rendezvous. Probably hoping to get a buy-in next. Get a bomb plant, that would be nice, but only got 2 flashes, maybe hoping to just pop in somewhere. Maybe this deagle from average can do some work. We'll see what happens. That nade's not going to help, though. I'm down to half HP for 2 of those guys. Oh, pacifist might just go down. Yeah, 3 towards ramp here. This could just be a farm. Slow-mo, ooh, doesn't want to overstep his bounds. Peeking a lot of T's there. Arcade opens up. Now Agent spraying down. He's going to get 2 with the FAMAS. Slow-mo goes in for more, and that's average. Left last alive. A super clean round. Just an absolute wipe, I should say, as Davenport goes up 2-0. They wifed him.
They
Put a ring on their finger on that one.
Yeah. Rendezvous was just seeing if they can find anything towards the ramp, but yeah. They didn't really put pressure anywhere else on the map.
Yeah.
No reason to give it up. Just standard Vertigo play right there. But we are going to the first full buy. Rendezvous not getting a bomb plan the first 2 rounds. Going to come back and haunt them this round because they have very little util. But they don't seem to care as they're going to try to run up this ramp. Now we're just scrimming through. And he's going to catch off Asian after going through that molly. That's going to put him to a man advantage right at the start of this round.
Yeah, look at the guns too. 3 MP9s and a FAMAS. This is going to be really difficult. They have the util advantage, like you said. But at the end of the day, if they can't shoot people, it's going to be kind of tough. 2 in the side hall could make this dangerous, but they're getting all the kills. It goes into a 5-on-1 once again, but flipped the other way. Arcade, last alive, can't get anything done. We've seen some wipes across the board for both teams here. Rendezvous picking up the first rifle round.
Yeah, and that's Rendezvous just saying, hey, we have no util, let's just go shoot them. And that's what they managed to get. And that's one of those like dominant rounds that might put Davenport at a weird state early if they don't just find either this round or the next, because their money's already broken.
Yeah, funnily enough, they have a kind of a better buy. At least they have better guns, but the util's rough. Now we have Rendezvous actually in a better situation on that front. So they are going for a boost. I like this. Trying to find a pick, and it's going to work for them. So equalizing that disadvantage with the util by getting that opening pick, that's fantastic for them. Arcade, ooh, going to continue with the aggression, shooting through the smoke. Gets a bit of damage done. Average looks like he's ready to equalize. Yeah, gets the pick inside hall, and I think this round's going to slow down right about now. Bombs dropped. Pacifist just waiting for the flank. Ooh, double running up side hall. They're going to get both kills. Livid and average. Making this a 4-on-2 now. Pug desperately trying to rotate in. Molly's coming through. Oh, he had a bit of a chance catching one of those players out with some util, but the bomb goes down. Again, 2-on-4. It's going to be a pretty tough retake if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, they honestly might want to continue saving. Their money's broken this round. Next round's probably going to end up being a force buy anyway. So if you just save these 2 guns, at least you can have a chance, fighting chance going into it.
Yep. Looks like Rendezvous is just kind of like they're not opting to go slow. I thought they were going to slow down after they got the picks, but just 2 guys up side hall, taking some fights together, works out for them. Looking like they're here to bang heads, and yeah, so far it's been successful. That's 2 gun rounds in a row going their way. Yeah, average. Not going to make it out with that low HP, but they make it out with the round. And yeah, Davenport, the money is kind of rough. Slow-mo and Agent, they have double loss bonus. Maybe they try to keep the guns this round. It's a tough call. Ooh, Arcade going for that deagle. I don't know about that one.
Arcade got a deagle.
Smoke on Agent.
Smoke, so maybe they have a plan going to this round.
It's gonna be a rough buy next round if they can't like get these rifles out of it. So I'm wondering what they're gonna try to do. Slow-mo actually gonna get a kill. The one guy with nothing, no util, USP, no armor is gonna get the opener. Average going down. He's been getting a lot of openers for Rendezvous, so that's a really big pick to get. He's been running up the scaffolding there on most rounds. They're not putting any B presence, interestingly. Pacifist living up to his name, playing all the way back towards bottom ladder there. And yeah, the CTs are going to try to get some info towards mid. Okay, Arcade just sitting towards the sandbags. And they're really just sitting back now, waiting for Rendezvous, I guess, to try and equalize and take some map control. Because, yeah, Davenport up in this 5-on-4. Great smoke from Pug. I feel like he needs some help now.
Yeah, they actually... Typically, when they have another smoke on site, if you're going to hide there, you'll have your teammate on site smoke for you. So there's a chance it could be there. But because he smoked himself, he was kind of forced to kind of get out. And luckily, he does manage to get out for free. But we do have a re-aggression going out for Davenport right now on backhaul, and looks like they got it.
Oh, I think that smoke hit somebody.
So
yeah.
when this XU comes through, they're going to have an idea about where all these players are. And as I say, it looks like the XU is coming as we speak. And we actually have a 4 stack towards this A site for CTs. And Pug getting another hatchet from Refine, finds 3 of his own.
Oh, boy.
From a spray transfer. Now it's going to leave Bebo on his alone. One of the guns saved from the round before. Into a 1-on-3.
Oh, I was thinking that nade would be nice and juicy, but just barely hitting the front box. Yeah, Bebo in the clutch. I don't even know if he goes for this. Like we were saying, the money's kind of rough. Might be a good idea for him to save, but, you know, Garfield low. Yeah, not possible, but, man, it was looking kind of doable for a sec. Down to a 3-on-5, and then they just slaughtered from there. Rendezvous picking up their 3rd in a row, recovering from that pistol round loss. And here we are, Davenport, like we were saying, on kind of interesting money. It's going to be, yeah, with Slow-Mo going onto that Deagle, kind of a double save here. So, getting a bit of util. Again, main Deagles, we've always said this. Can't count Davenport completely out in this round. But it should be a 4th for Rendezvous if they play this properly. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Slow Mojo got a kill with just a USP last round. So the fact he has a Deagle in this round could
That's
get
true,
really
actually,
scary.
yeah. Nade's going out. They don't have much left already. Meanwhile, the T's. Higher arsenal yet to be used, so taking some mid control. Bit of a different look because they've been sending 3 towards ramp pretty much every time. Slow-Mo looking for a pick. Not going to get it done this time. Into the 5-on-4 now.
CTs right now are kind of spread out with these pistols, which is something you usually don't want to see. So they're going to have to look for some fights for something to happen. But Pug actually does get a kill and a half. So kind of some help. And people's going to try to poke back, but he's electing otherwise. Falling off of this B site. Leaning towards mid. And this 2 A players are still standing their ground. So maybe they can find their way with a couple kills. But I don't see a way where Rendezvous can effectively do this. But Arcade dropping that smoke on the sandbags might stall Rendezvous just for a little bit.
Doesn't look like they care. Average is just throwing that sight smoke. I guess he's paying attention to his back. But yeah, assuming Rendezvous uses their nades properly, cuts off these 2 players
They have double
in the
ATs.
back site. Yeah, they do. This could be pretty powerful. Oh, Arcade's going to miss it. That actually probably could have been a kill. But that bomb's going to go down. The smokes are there. Using their util properly, Rendezvous gets a safe bomb plant. Oh, a bit of damage from Arcade. Looks a tiny bit dangerous, but absolutely no way they're winning this round. And they know it, so they're going to fall off. Save what they have, which is a Deagle and a 5-7. They're going to be buying next round anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, they got a kill. It's the most you can ask for on an eco like that. Fair play. Ooh, nice shot from Garfield, but see what happens on the gun. That'll be an important one for Davenport to see if they can, you know, flip this momentum. I think it's Rendezvous the higher seed,
Rendezvous
right?
the higher seed at
15.
coming in at 15, and then but not far off is Davenport at 18. Both teams won 11-5 in the regular season, so this is a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, it's not really fair to say that either team is an underdog or something, so it should be a close series all around. Anyway, like we said, here's the gun. Slow-Mo and Pug actually on half util sets, which is kind of interesting. Slow-Mo actually getting a helmet, which is a detail that's worth noting.
So that's a small thing that kind of could have given them another flash or so, maybe an HE.
Yeah. Either way, we have 3 towards A. They're not taking ramp control, though. They've been pushed back, so I feel like they have to do something somewhere else on the map. Maybe Pug has to get aggressive. Oh, here it is. Okay, Bebo diggling towards the steps at B. That's a little bit of info, but they really don't have much control. This looks kind of worrying for Davenport, I feel like. It's going to give free control to Rendezvous. They're going to have all their nades. No presence shown, getting all the way up ramp here. Meanwhile, 2 towards mid. No, that's below. That's in underpass. Pacifist is the one out mid.
Yep.
Doing a bit of a lurk here.
Oh,
is this an A fake?
Yeah, this is actually. Oh, this is a great call for Rendezvous. Davenport's playing again for a retake A, knowing that they haven't been able to hold this ramp control. So throwing this fake out could really throw some wrench in the works, especially because he just pushed back that B guy. That's going to throw some confusion into Davenport's head, but Average is pushed all the way up right now. So if he can find anything, that's going to be huge for Rendezvous going forward. And he actually finds Slow Mojo. Then he almost gets the kill on Arcade. That's on 19, but Livid's right behind him, looking to trade him out, and he does. So that's going to allow this Rendezvous just to run up this A site. Bebo's going to try to cut everything off, but it's just not going to happen.
That was a great round. Still possible for Agent to try and do something as he lurks around this smoke. Pug all the way back in CT. It looks like they're playing for the save at this point. Yeah, Agent is going to dip out of there. That was great. So they did A smokes, which let Average lurk up, and then at the same time showed their presence towards B. And the space that Average made let them just rotate back into the site. And Davenport, like I said, they didn't have the info. They weren't playing aggressive enough, and they were spread really thin. So it was just a standard take for Rendezvous. They got the site, and there it is. Pug, the only one who's going to be even close to saving a gun in this round. He is going to get the op at least, but very well played from Rendezvous in this one. So they're going to get their 5th, another gun round on the board. Yeah, Pug hits that shot, but it's only a consolation prize. They've got to win some rounds at this point.
Yeah,
of course, I believe this is Rendezvous pick, right?
Yes, this is Rendezvous' pick, and that round is like a prime example of how Rendezvous might just look like the straight better team on this map, more experienced on it. Because they realized Davenport was leaning towards a retake your A site, so they like you said, they threw those smokes, give a lot of space for Average just to walk on up while they put pressure on the other side of the map and see what happened. And it's just a perfect counter call for how Davenport's been playing.
Got some deagles out, using this hero op. That's all you can really do. Ooh, there's an opening pick. Nice to see. I wonder how Rendezvous is going to try to react now that they know the op's there, but there's a huge rotate coming in for Davenport, and it could be a second kill. Yeah, Bebo's going to get one with the deagle into the 5-on-3. The bomb is coming upstairs. Meanwhile, we have the mid lurk here. Can it get anything done? It's doing some damage. There's one kill. Livid gets one. Pacifist another. The bomb has secured the B site, and Livid gets a second. 2 low HP players. Bebo goes down. That's the op out of play. What looked like another promising round is going to fall apart. Rendezvous gets their 6th. Either way, they have a lot of money. Davenport, I would assume, calling attack here maybe. Trying to see what they can do on this next gun round. They're going to get all the bells and whistles. They have all the money they need. Get that op out. We'll see what they can do here.
Yeah, I don't think Davenport's doing anything necessarily like bad. The round before where they threw the smoke and played the fake, they just needed to commit to that retake, and because that elevated player managed to fall back, and then the headshot player just chose just to sit back and not watch the walk up, it allowed just that boost guy just get super exposed and just found a hole just because of that fake. And then this pass round, they didn't expect the players to be on B already crossed. So just players are being standalone. I feel like they're not playing bad in the macro sense of the game. Just these small details Rendezvous are just exploiting and then just open up into these sites.
Yeah, no, it has been really good for them. By the way, it looks like it's a bit more aggressive for DU this time. They're not throwing that deep ramp smoke, which is super standard. And I think that's what stopped them from getting this ramp control that you feel like is super crucial for the CT side on Vertigo. Throwing that deep smoke into scaffolding, but they just don't have control. They're giving up everything to Rendezvous here. Or pushed back at the very least from the presence. Arcade going for a pick with that op, but he misses the shot! Agent can't get it done. Slow-mo trades one back, but it's a man disadvantage. One of the ops lost in this double setup. Pug was here. Got the rotate, but so much time for Rendezvous to slow it down like they're doing right now. And just wait out. See what kind of hole they can find with only 3 CTs alive, and that's Hatchet. Looking like he wants to lurk into B at this point. The rotates have been fantastic, and now running through, yeah. Bebo's going to hear this, and he's going to be the only person ready to defend this B side. He's not even going for it. Oh, fantastic rotate from Rendezvous.
Absolutely, and it looks like Davenport's going to probably save here, unless maybe Pug can find something through these cracks. But Pug showing Bebo like, hey, we should just back off of this, and slow-mo dying, just another nail in the coffin for this round. Yeah, Davenport, they looked good in pistol, but other than that, they've really been scraping through this half, barely even get into these rounds. Seems like Rendezvous just having all the room they want to work with, everything they're doing is not getting contested in the slightest.
Yeah. It would have been nice to maybe see a flash play into ramp. They went for the op pick. Honestly, if he hit that shot, it would have been nice. just a bit of a whiff, which unfortunately leads to that round falling apart a little bit. But they're not throwing that deep ramp smoke, which just gets them way safer control. Oh, missed shot from Bebo. It's going to mean one of those ops goes down. Pug. Oh my goodness. Yeah, barely getting that smoke down to stay alive here. And so again, he's going to be the only one who's able to save anything. He gets that op through, but it's another eco around him, I'd assume, unless they want to go for a risky pie and just get around on the board. But they haven't had much to show, so you know, I don't see him winning if they do try to go for something like that. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a pistol armor. Slow-mo buying a bunch. They are on full loss bonus, but looking tough for Davenport. It's looking tough.
Absolutely, and we're kind of seeing the lack of preparation on this map. I think that they didn't have in the regular season. They played it once 16 and they lost it pretty heavily. And
Rendezvous picked this map.
In the season, so really hard for Davenport.
Yeah. Rendezvous had 2 wins on this map in the regular season, and Davenport only played it once and lost 16-9. So I think this is absolutely the case that just Davenport hasn't played it as much. Pug going for the same pick that was missed in that last round. So again, he's going to get an opener, but we'll see if they can convert finally. More deagles across the board for his teammates. So Hatchet moving up. They get the bomb down. This looks better for Davenport. They have these T's kind of squeezed into the bomb site. Although no flank means that they have a lot of space to take steps. Oh, Pug with a great shot on the edge of that smoke is going to make it a 5-on-3. They're going for the big push here. All the smokes are coming out. Oh, Hatchet and Garfield both double up, and now Slow-Mo left alive is going to give 3K. Garfield, that's 8 rounds. 8-2 for Rendezvous. And another gun round chance for Davenport here. Again, we'll see if they can switch it up. We'll see what things they have in mind. And they get a gun round on the board.
After this is for Davenport again. Then that round, everything looked good. Pug got those 2 kills to get him into the round, but then they just chose to shove the smoke instead of buying their time. And just not they're finding some room in the like early middle round in some of these rounds, and then right when the like late round hits, it just crumbles for Davenport all in one moment. It's just super rough to see Davenport being down 2-8 when they probably have no idea what to do. It feels like, because it seems like they're just playing the same standard. Like you said, they're not even throwing like the ramp smoke. When they went for a retake A, they rotated back to B and not committing to it too heavily. And these weird gray areas are just being super, super hard on them. That just seem they don't have like clarified protocols or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint what kind of a reaction they could make that would be successful, because if they just don't know a smoke like that, and it's just the case that they're not as prepared, it's just tough at that point. I'm not sure what I could recommend. I don't know what they could do to kind of solve this issue. There was that one round, like if they get a pick like that and they have guns, that round looks more doable, right? They just haven't found the openers in the gun rounds, so that hasn't helped. But either way, it does look like the system is just a bit better on Rendezvous' side, so we'll see if that op can do some work. They've been going for the double op, so I wonder if Bebo tries to buy it on 6K. We'll see, I guess, yeah.
One thing Davenport could be doing is in the mid round, maybe even just like tossing reflashing a player in somewhere just to regain some map control, disrupt what Rendezvous is doing in just a way. Like even if just like you in the mid round, right when Rendezvous is about to take ramp, just the guy at B just flash himself into peak B stairs. At that point, you can be like, hey, B stairs is clear. You can still heavy stack this A site. Because they had those double nades set up on that eco round to double nade the bomb plant. And you can even just throw a molly the same way and just stall out that bomb plant. So even what they have, they can maybe find some room in like the general CS topic of just disrupting what the T's are doing and just make sure you're not... They have to work for the space that you're giving them.
For sure. So here we are. Looks like they're going for a B push, so this is a bit of a change up. That flash is going to come in, but oh, Hatchet just barely able to play anti in time. 12 HP. Very close duel. We like to see the switch up there, so they are going for the info, but all they really see is a lurk towards B, which is as standard as it gets on a default. So another opening pick secured. Look at the util. That's heartbreaking. One smoke, one molly, one flash on the side of Davenport. They're going to equalize. Low Mojo brings it into a 4-on-4. And of course, the Hatchet, low HP, could come into play at some point, but They're gathering towards this B site. Pug is the only one here. He does have the op. He's going to have a quick rotate in from another op in Arcade towards mid there. But these two A players have gotten some info, so I think maybe they're going to opt for a bit of a gamble stack because they've peeked in towards ramp. They've seen nothing. 50 seconds left. That's uncharacteristic from Rendezvous because they have been defaulting so heavily towards A, so I wonder if they go for a rotate. Yeah, slow-mo. Looks like he wants to opt towards B.
Oh, Garfield's getting boosted up on this ledge right here, so they might not expect him that close, but Pug's gonna get the one, and he's gonna get flashed off, so he's gonna be stuck here and isolating by himself. But he has a sick shot under Garfield, and then he goes for a third misses, but Arcade's there to have his back.
Oh my god.
Sick shot out of Pug. Light some fire underneath your boys, because he's been looking stellar this game.
Wow, that was fantastic out of Pug. Definitely the nicest shot we've seen all game, and the nicest round out of Davenport. They made adaptations that round, and it worked out for them. They didn't get the opening pick, but they tried something towards B. They got info towards ramp in the late round, and they were able to get that rotate through. It didn't really matter in the end because the oppers are nuts, and they both double up and they get the kills. But Rendezvous is going to reply with what looks like pretty committed A play. Average once again going for his fast play. He's going to get one. He's going to get two. He's going to get three. Oh, Average. Sorry, Garfield takes it away from him. He's only going to get two, but Pug feeling kind of scared. Maybe he can pull off some heroics. Wow, he's looking really good with the op, but it's not going to matter too much. We're just in the 4-on-2 now. All the smokes are down. Nice little execute out of Rendezvous. It's going to work out perfectly. The flashes were there. Grouped up fantastically, and it's going to be a save. Wow. Nice change of pace from Rendezvous there.
Absolutely. It's super cool to see Rendezvous. Their default looks nearly identical to that fast play, and they ran that same exact fast play on the first buy round when they had like no util.
Yeah.
So they just ran it back again, knowing.
And Average got the openers again like that. Yeah.
Exactly. They ran it back again, knowing Davenport weren't looking at that side hull, not putting any presence towards it. And just absolutely just a round that you just need to win. You just break out a strat that you know will win you a round. And just like that, Davenport's back on the weak money. Pug still does have this op, where it's super deadly. But
losing that gun kind of hurts.
Losing that gun kind of hurts. But you can still invest into this round if you really want to. Pug can drop one. You can drop off a Moss, maybe get some util, but they can still invest into this okay. The fact that Arcade's getting an MP9 is kind of curious to me. But maybe it's good for Pug to save that extra 1,500, just so maybe in the next, if they lose this round, next time they buy, he'll still have the money for an op. But we are seeing a different color out of Rendezvous this round, actually sending 3 players towards this mid position, and this AT from Arcade is going to be super solid.
Ooh.
Exact 50 on the Garfield. So if he didn't have an MP9, it would look really good, but no one towards A this time around. So
well, he's going to reply back. Yeah, Garfield doing 49 damage, so that's Arcade winning out on that fight. But peeking out with the MP9, he is going to get one. So the nade's going to help him secure that kill, but he gets traded. Now Pacifist here is going to completely open up that B site. Fantastic timing on the mid split. That was really well executed by Rendezvous. They go up in the man advantage, they get the bomb down, and now these CTs are trapped in their spawn, trying to make space towards mid. They're not ready for Livid. Yeah, he's going to shoot Agent. Looking the wrong way. Slow-mo, trying to trade back. He absolutely does, but still, man disadvantage. Pug is not ready for Average to be up so close. And it's going to be traded back. Hatchet, closing it out. We have 10 rounds for Rendezvous. Yeah, they have a lot of different looks, and it's definitely working out for them.
It's insane how they ran that. Basically like a old existence style where he just ran the same thing over and over and over again. Switched up the pace when you just need to win that one round, and now they're into later parts of this half. You probably still have a whole playbook behind you. You can just throw in 2 different shades, and guess what? You're good to go. And they might even run it back as they go fast towards this A site, and Average will be running up this hall position. But he's sprinting through. This time, this time Agent gets one through the smoke.
No!
Garfield sees another. Oh no, nothing seems to be working the way of Davenport, no matter how. Rendezvous runs back the same exact strat.
Yeah, Average has been so confident on those entries. They definitely have that strat drilled to perfection. Every little hole being exploited, like you said earlier. And now Bebo, last alive, just has an MP9. He's gonna get hard cleared. That's 11 rounds. Body spams. Rendezvous looking super dominant on this T side of Vertigo.
Absolutely. Maybe Davenport has something on this T side. T side's a little bit I wouldn't say easier to play, but it's a bit more forthcoming.
People call this map T-sided sometimes, yeah.
You can just fight ramp control, and as long as you're okay at doing that, you should be good. But if their depth looks as bad as their T side, as bad as the CT side, I mean, they might already be thinking about map 2.
Yeah. Got to make sure they mental reset, even if they get crushed. Of course, this is rendezvous map pick, so they're showing why that's the case. But once again, Davenport playing very passive towards ramp despite committing 3A. They're not doing much with it. They have some guys towards backhaul even falling off. That's Arcade getting another pick towards mid, which is good for them, but you know, they just don't have much control. So Rendezvous can still play with the information like they've been doing over and over, and it's been working out. Livid, meanwhile, is all the way up mid. Oh, it's not going to matter too much. Nice little double peek towards ramp is finally going to work out for them. Oh, Livid. Gets caught off a little bit, so the dink comes through, but he gets a kill, and now a 4-on-2, looking like potentially a 4th round for DU.
Yeah, this 4th round's going to be pretty good for them going to the next half, but yeah, okay, I was about to say, I don't want to say it's over yet, but with Livid being on 21 HP and he's going up against 3 MP9, it's kind of hard to see he's going to have a chance in this. 35 seconds left, doesn't even have the bomb, but it seems like Davenport just wants to run him down. And they do. That was perfect.
One bullet left.
That was perfect out of Davenport. Exactly what I said in the mid round. They want to flash in the mid round, see what happens, and just disrupt what's going on. Make sure not doing anything for free. That's exactly what they did in that A ramp position. They flashed in, double peek, saw 2, managed to catch him off guard. It worked out beautifully for them. Now at least they get this one win before going into the next half and have a bit more breathing room to work with. They get pistol, hopefully bring this back to like a 6-11, 7-11, and especially how volatile the CT money is, they can make an argument that this game is far from over.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That 4th round, like 11-4 is the most cursed scoreline. Like, they lose if Rendezvous loses pistol, Davenport gets some clean anti-ecos, wins first gun, like, it's gonna be 11-9 out of nowhere. And so we'll see what happens, of course. Into the pistol immediately. Match paused. Davenport can absolutely keep their heads high going into this second half. It was good to see that they had reactions ready. Like, there were things that could have been better, but there were also things that were really good. Like, on the 2 gun rounds that they won, they made the right reactions, and it was them making proactive plays that actively won them rounds. It wasn't like Rendezvous was just kind of falling into their hands and getting unlucky. So Davenport has something on this map. Rendezvous is clearly just more prepared. Like we said, potentially maybe a bit of a T-sided map, so maybe Davenport can get these few first rounds, try to tie it up, and we'll see where it goes from there. But of course, it all has to start with the first round. So we're into pistol. It's gonna be if we gather towards A, that is the bomb going towards ramp. They have 2 nade sets, but double B aggression for Rendezvous as they stack up. That's a lot of info for them. Pacifist towards mid. There's 2 players towards A, so if Davenport does decide to go towards this site, which it looks like they're pretty committed, not going to be too much opposition, but I think, yeah, Average and Livid are the 2 players towards A, so they have the double nade set up again. If it's a bit more successful this time.
There's going to be a free A site. Davenport tried, like you're pointing out, Davenport tried to do this on their CT side. Didn't work out for them, but they haven't set up, tapped the plant, waiting for the HEs, but the guy who didn't have the bomb chose to stay on the site, but bomb's still going to go down, going to this 4v5 take. 1 smoke on average for the CT side, but there's going to be a super quick retake coming out for the CTs, but Bebo gets 1, 2, then goes down, but Arcade's there to trade him out, going into a 2-on-3 at this point, and they're going to be fighting everywhere. Arcade pushing through the smoke, finds 1, but a teammate Average goes down, and that leaves Garfield all into a 1v2. Picks up a USP, can't land his kills, but Pug playing around the boxes, letting his teammate go. Goes around the corner, wins the 1v1, pulling out pistol for Davenport, and a huge pistol needed.
Yeah, that was nice from both teams. Davenport, you know, they took the bomb site, and they were able to hold it down. Rendezvous had a very drilled pistol, clearly. They got control towards B. It was they hit both of their nades, immediately had a retake smoke ready to go, and then they just went out. Weren't quite able to win the fights because the post plant was pretty solid for Davenport, but going into this one, we have some incredible nade damage. towards mid there. Pug and Bebo both down to 50 or 55 and 56 respectively. And so, Galils, a Mackie, 4 Deagles for Rendezvous could get a little dangerous, but of course we have to wait for it to play out. Oh, here comes the push. That's an opening pick, but low HP, not able to get away. Arcade finishes him off. And they have to be careful. I think, yeah, Arcade's going to try and clear out. Oh, they're actually rotating fully towards B.
Oh, this is a really scary round for Davenport as the CTs are reading this like a book. They have a 3-stack right now towards B position as Garfield also comes up towards his mid. Oh, so if Davenport isn't careful, they're gonna hit this tag taken off. As I say that, Livid gets his. The Hatchet goes back and gets 2 for his own. Almost a third, but Garfield is right behind him. And that leaves Arcade all by himself. Oh, hard to find anything, but he's gonna run away, but he has a feeling something to be on the flank, but the pressure by average. He's going to take him down, and that's going to be the force by 1 by Rendezvous. That's
heartbreaking.
That's Davenport running to a full stack on that B site after that mid gets noticed.
That was a really cool gamble by Rendezvous. Davenport got that opener on the flank, and I guess maybe they assumed that with the info, Rendezvous wouldn't opt to stack towards the bomb site they had more info towards, seeing as they saw Davenport towards A. But yeah, just a great adaptation. That's going to be average. Getting a double. This is Eco Rush. Tries to come in a bit disjointed. That's the bomb going down towards side hall. It's a complete cleanup. Arcade on a Glock, no armor. Can't get anything done. It's 13 for Rendezvous. Yeah, they don't even have enough to buy here.
Yeah, super weird save out of Davenport there. Because like they didn't have a bomb plant in the round before or this round. So now they're going to this round. They're going to have 3 Galils, potentially.
Yeah, they're buying. Wow.
An armor AK, yeah, they're not going to have anything going into this. And this, they could have 4-spot last round, did the exact same thing, and almost have some success. But this round, they're going to have 4 Galils and an AK. 3 smokes, one of them being used right off the start. Rendezvous playing super front, super close to the smoke. Something we didn't see Davenport do in the half, and look how hard it is to contest if you just have the proper nades, the proper setup. And they already have a man down and another one on 27.
Oh, the flash through. It was close, but I think, yeah, Arcade was able to dodge it, so it's going to equalize into a 4-on-4. And, I mean, look at the guns. The guns are actually, in theory, better for Davenport, despite having such an awkward buy. And, ooh, that's a kill. Yeah, traded back. Agent, ooh, probably not ready for the second player to be on the edge, and that's the bomb down. So that's going to be really dangerous. Arcade, low HP, can't push that, and Pug is nowhere to be seen. Oh, getting killed towards mid. So, all the way down is Arcade. Only one has to get anything done in this round. Try and pull off their first gun in this half. He's going to get peeked by Hatchet, who gets 2 in the round. So does Livid. That's 14-5 for Rendezvous.
At this point, it's that you chose to buy on that round with a few Khalils. Didn't work it out for you. So now you're kind of forced to give up map point. And just hope that you can maybe scrape away with maybe some I don't think they're going to be able to bring this back. Maybe they'll get some confidence around and get a few ones in. So going into Inferno, they're feeling okay. But right now, it's just I don't see any way Davenport can get into this.
Yeah, well, they found a way into this round as Pug opens up, but Hatchet, oh, is barely going to escape towards ramp and making space for himself. This is actually fantastic from Rendezvous. Hatchet staying alive here. Oh, as I say that, of course, caster cursed. He's going to go down, and they push to try and take space. That was great from Davenport, actually, to make sure that Arcade or Pacifist can't just stay, or Hatchet, sorry, can't just stay alive. Mixing up my names. And now into the 3-on-3, the bomb's down, great molly. He's gonna push Agent off. He actually could die if he's not careful here. And oh my goodness, the spams, the mollies. Great from Rendezvous as they finish it off. Yeah, Livid's gonna get 2. It's a nice little cleanup after the bomb goes down. 15 for Rendezvous.
Another round where it feels like they have a plan, but then like their depth just isn't good enough. They all just turtle back into their post plants, and they came from mid too, so they had a ton of map control, but yet somehow they all ended up turtling towards that B ramp position. So yeah. It just seems like Davenport just doesn't have set protocols, haven't have enough reps on that map to realize, oh, we have all this map control already. Maybe we should just hold for it.
Yeah, I liked the way Hatchet got his kill towards ramp, and then recognized that it was a split. He got the one player coming through. He can push that, keep control. Davenport, of course, adapted and were able to just kill him and retake that control. But once they were there, they didn't have anything else, and so it was easy for Rendezvous to clean up. We have a nice little pick coming out. Ooh, Arcade is going to get 2 in the round. He got one above the smoke here on a bit of a one-way now, Average and Pacifist. 2 players towards A, trying to hold it down. That's going to be a trade. Pacifist trying to peek out. He's going to get 3 players with his back turned. Going to get 2. And now Hatchet last alive. Actually, pretty doable round.
Absolutely, and it seems like Davenport is second guessing himself, going back towards being Hatchet, making an info play, realizing no one's here tucking in. But at this point, he has to be hearing him towards mid, and he does. So he's going to push up this ramp, see if he can maybe go for a flank. But Bomb is going to be able to go down before Bebo, at least giving him some money going into the next round to get a buy round. But Hatchet might just want to consider saving this. So going for it,
Yeah.
it might be worth it. You have rounds to play with. You're on full loss bonus on the CT side. You're on 32. Your teammate's on 2,700. So it can be debatable if you. It's okay if he wants to save here, but he has no interest in saving this gun. He wants to fully go for it. He does have 2 flashes in the kit, so he has time to play with in Liberty Util. He's on tap, see if anyone come out. Good flash comes out. Oh, it doesn't actually get him, but Pug does hit the shot. That's going to be a 6 round for Davenport, staying alive in this game.
Yep. It was, like you said, they have all the rounds. And they have enough to buy in this round anyway. I mean, it could be a little awkward. If they want, they can just kind of go for a half buy this round because some of their players were a little bit low. They might not have full util, but opting to go for it anyway. Like the rounds to play with. Gonna be a bit more nade damage, not too much though from Pacifist at mid. Otherwise, pretty standard. A little bit of side hall contest. Normal default at a Davenport, 3 towards A. Ebo playing around the smoke towards B. Yeah, very standard stuff.
Very standard. Do have a boost towards backwall right now, so if anyone chooses to go up this tarp position, they're gonna get shot if they don't be careful. And it looks like Arcade might be the one to fall into that trap if he's not careful. But he's choosing not to go up that ramp. Hatchet did throw some early B util, so if they want to poke and prod back towards that B position.
Oh, slow-mo's ready, actually.
Right through it, but Bebo's actually managed to walk and clear it all, so they might not expect.
Oh yeah, they're ready for the boost.
Info play. Oh, Garfield's over it. They're looking for any kind of boost, but this boost is slightly offset, so they might not expect it this far back. Usually when you see a boost close to that wall, looking right over, so by the time you're passing that sandbag, or going up the backhaul position, you're going to get kind of smoked off. They might not expect them that close, but Arcade gotten a lot further up than probably Rendezvous would want, and this A hit's coming out.
Oh boy, look at the rotate.
Entire fake. Arcade gets 1, but Livid gets him on the fall down, but this rotate from the CTs
my goodness.
is going to look really good for Davenport as they're able just to go out onto his B side for free, but Pacifist just to run straight through his generator position, make sure no one can come on through. He's going to be fighting, but he's going to go down. Bomb is going to try to go down. Agent pushed up, not letting any CPs go past this line as he goes down, but Pug gets another. It's only Hatchet all by himself in a 1v2, gets 1, but that's going to be it. And Davenport looking okay on this T side.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, comparatively.
They're looking all right, but Rendezvous, they went for that boost, and Davenport just kind of didn't put themselves in. Like you were saying, it was kind of far back, so there were less angles exposed to it. But Davenport never showed them anything from that boost. So they felt like they had control. But when they weren't able to see much, it let Davenport throw a fake. And like we saw, it was super convincing. It pulled everybody completely off of B site. And at that point, since they thought they had info, they weren't playing up towards B. And so, yeah, they just didn't have enough info in that round. And it let Davenport throw that super convincing fake, which worked flawlessly for them. So a good round for them. We'll see if they can convert this eco. Of course, they ran into a stack last time. And it looks like 4 players are opting to go more towards A. They have a bit of info. Oh yeah, Pacifist pushed all the way up towards the B ramp. He could catch off Arcade if he's not careful. Already a lot of info. Okay, he's gonna pick up that kill, so that's good for them. They can convert this eco cleanly. They're gonna have a nice chance into the next gun and potentially bringing this game back.
Rendezvous is playing very similar to how the last eco, just choosing to gamble all these pistols for the site, but Davenport setting Arcade and he's clearing out this B site. He's saying, hey guys, this is entirely clear. Pugs walk through mid, so they know at this point it has to be an A stack. And as all Pug gets 2 in the elevator position, it's just going to confirm the theories even more. And anti-ecos are usually the most scary of rounds for some teams, but Davenport actually handled this round pretty cleanly overall. Poked and prodded where they needed to. But that round could have gone a completely different story if Arcade didn't catch off that pacifist push all the way down those B stairs.
Yeah, you definitely have to switch up your style when you're playing anti-eco. You have to play it, very passive. Do a poke play like we saw where one of those DU players was able to get all the way through B solo, just find that info, and then the rest of the default just kind of rotates through with the bomb after getting all of that. Some teams are better on eco. It's not the case for rendezvous, but when some teams are down, just playing aggressive and not really giving a fuck, having a couple pistols, holding W, sometimes it just works because it's a change of pace. But in this round, of course, trying to go for those aggressive plays with the low guns is going to net Arcade an opener. 3 Deagles and MP9. Definitely looks like a 9th round for Davenport here. Rendezvous setting up for their gun round on the next one. Oh, no smoke for Garfield. Yeah, he's going to go down. Did a bit of damage, though. Livid towards A.
Yep, Davenport looking pretty good on this T side so far. Rendezvous only had one really healthy buy into this half, so maybe a little bit too early to call if Davenport's fully back into the swing in this game. But right now they're playing super thorough, super slow. But one thing is they've been doing this every round now. So the round where Rendezvous has guns and with how they've been calling, I expect like a pretty good counter to what's going on. So Davenport's going to need to show a new shade going to the next round, or at least be super drilled on what they have to counter up whatever Rendezvous is starting on their side once they get weapons into their hands.
Yeah, from what I saw in that first buy round where there was the boost out of Rendezvous, it was a little bit of a mistake in not having enough info that let Davenport into that round, despite the fact that they played it well. So, yeah, I want to see Davenport maybe switch it up, do something that can convince me this is repeatable and that they have a better system on their T side, because they need consistent rounds now. Of course, they can't afford to lose even one more. It has to be super clean from here. They can't leave any holes, because if it's exploited even one time, of course it's done. They're going to get out of this one with 4 guns. Doesn't really matter that they're stacking up the money, of course. But, of course, they got to prove it here. Nice little gun round.
Absolutely. And like we were saying before, Rendezvous going to their full buy of 3 AUGs. So a bit of a different play. No ops across the board onto the CT side. So 3 AUGs and no ops going to be a different shade that I haven't actually seen much on any map. So we're going to see how Rendezvous adapt into this. And right away, it looks like they're going for this ramp control. And they're Davenport's respecting it, playing very similar to how they've been playing their previous rounds. Asian gets super tagged down through the smoke down to 16. So this might get scary for Rendezvous. I mean, for a Davenport. But
Yep.
Arcade with this up, he managed to find this kill last time, and he finds it again. So man advantage going right in the way of Davenport. That's a great way to start off this round.
I find it interesting that Pug was doing a really good job opping on CT, but yeah, they're giving it to Arcade on the T half, and it's a really nice ramp aggression, which is put it onto a 4v1 Bebo, last alive. The only man who can keep Davenport in this game. Got the bomb, he's got some util, but man, this is tough. It should be said, yeah, both of these teams were 11-5 in the regular season. Davenport was 18th seed, Rendezvous 15th, so it's a very close game, but Rendezvous had a much better record on Vertigo, so I think they're just much more prepared. Either way, getting these rounds is going to give Davenport confidence going into the next map, unless Bebo can find something. He has control of the A site. Livid's low HP. Again, he has some nades to work with. That's the smoke going down. He's going to have a lot of space. Although, that's going to let the CTs try and lurk out, but he's playing off of it. While he's towards the side, he picks up the first, but he can't get it done. That's Rendezvous picking up the first map. Very convincingly, to be honest. And, yeah, it's going to be Inferno next for DU's pick. We'll see if they can show a better face going into our next one.
Yep, we will see you guys going into the next map.